Three, two, one. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm going to make a quick video about patch 5.2, all the buffs, all the changes that just announced on the live Twitch stream from Rainbow Six Siege, maybe 6 or 7 hours ago. By the time this is uploaded to YouTube, so let's get started. First, we are getting a buff finally after a long-awaited time, almost a year. I got the game in maybe season at the beginning of season 3, and as soon as I played TACHANKA, I felt the need to buff him. They actually have to buff him, and now finally, after all this time, after 2 seasons basically, they finally buffed him. In about a couple of seconds now, you're gonna see some screenshots I took from the live stream. It's basically of TACHANKA's LMG. I know that the screenshots are kind of bad, but I did the best I could because the actual gameplay was pretty bad. But as you can see, it's going to have this shield which is going to surround his head, both of his shoulders, and the shield will have 500 HP and he gets only one shield. So if you kill the shield at the beginning of the round, you don't have to worry about TACHANKA even if he redeployed his LMG. I mean, I just love this. This is basically how it should have been from the start. TACHANKA should be able to hold a staircase, a room, a long corridor. With this armor, you put a deployable shield in front of him. He's well protected. Maybe some barbed wire by your teammate at the end of the hall. Boom, you're set. They're gonna have a really hard time to kill you. Of course, you're gonna be able to counter him with a simple nade or even a flash. Flash him, go in, kill him, or aim for his body. Or even Cappy Cow is now going to be a direct counter to him, because you can fire a bolt at his LMG or at a wall behind him and he could be killed very easily. Now moving on, they're gonna nerf Blackbeard BB, of course, because, and I feel the same about the dev team. His shield was seriously OP. I felt disgusted after I played with him like a couple of rounds, because I was able to kill enemies very easy, very quick, and with this basically shield around your head, anyone who is aiming like to your head, he will not able to get you within 4, 5 or even 6 shots at one shield, and you have 2. That's overpowered. Now they give each shield 60 HP and you have 2 shields, basically total ability to survive 4 headshots. So if you pick a corner, somebody is looking at you, you have the advantage of surviving 2 headshots and taking them down. You go in to a safe place, reload, put another shield, and you're good to go. Of course, this is going to be a huge nerf to Blackbeard, but this should happen really a long time ago. So moving on to Fuse, because the Russian operators are getting a pretty good buff in this patch. Fuse is going to get an extra grenade for each of his gadgets, making them a total of 6, and also the damage radius is buffed from 2.5 meters to 4.2, and the kill radius is still going to be 2.5, but the damage radius is from 2.5 to 4.2, and the damage will start to get lower as you move away from the kill radius or the kill zone. Also, the FM9, which is smoke main SMG, the 9mm, which is force SMG, UMP45, and the M12 for Kevera, all of them are getting a recoil reduction, because the 2 things that are common with these 5 SMGs, they have high recoil, low rate of fire, and no access to the air core. So in order to make them better, in order to make them more viable for the team, just make them have give them low recoil, so you can stay on target longer and you can do very good with this gun. Okay, moving on. Oh, they're gonna also buff Glass by giving him less recoil for his DMR, and also they're increasing the rate of fire of him, which is going to be a really cool buff because you can stay on target more with the low recoil and high rate of fire. Did I miss something? I'm really spanning this information out because the note patches are coming on the 14th on Reddit. I'm gonna keep a link to the to a recording of the live stream, which is about 50 or 55 minutes long, in the description. Also, I'm gonna leave a link to Reddit if you want to check that out when the patch notes are out on the 14th of December. Oh, they are gonna buff also Bandit by giving them an extra battery, so you have a total of 4 batteries for your operator, which are and I think that is a really good buff. You can hold on basically an entire wall and not allow thermite nor Hibana to breach that door and keep you kinda safe. Also for smoke, his beauties or his gas canister, you have the ability to throw them farther, although there are some damage reduction, but I think this is pretty good because the whole point of the gas canister is to keep the enemies away. And when the patch is actually live on the 15th, you get the patch note on the 14th and the patch itself on the 15th. I'm gonna do a quick video about that as well, all the patch notes, and give you a link to them. And I'm gonna be playing a lot of TACHANKA because I was really good with him, but I did not get like maybe 2 or 3 kills with his LMG, but now I'm gonna be using a lot of him. A lot. Expect that. Expect a lot of gameplay. So that's pretty much it for like the top. Oh, one thing before I go. Shields like Blitz, Fuse and Montaigne are gonna take less damage to explosive. Say if Montaigne has his full armor extended and looking at the C4, or even the C4 is stuck to his armor, he's not gonna take any damage. But if the C4 behind him or to his side, he's gonna take damage. So that's a huge buff to shields, and I think a lot of players are not gonna play shields because the main counter of them was C4 and the impact grenades. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments, and that's it guys. Bye guys.